Welcome back. Brand new episode of Who Scored Again, the weekend review and preview. I think I've got it right. Anyway, usual suspects are all here. If you're listening to this on audio, just imagine four people hovering on a screen that's clearly not big enough to fit four people. And I think you're good. It's been an exciting week in the world of football. Actually, it's been an exciting week in the world in general.
To say the least.
To say the least. There's a lot of rubles going around, but anyway, I will save those jokes. I will save those jokes for another podcast entirely. But that being said, let's get into what happened in football this week. So I guess there's only one place to really start. So I guess we'll start with the Carabao Cup. We'll talk about Liverpool's quadruple hopes, and then we'll go into the remaining fixtures of the game week, and we'll discuss FPL towards the end, and then preview the upcoming fixtures for the week. That I think is a good enough introduction. So let's start. What happened in the Carabao Cup? So I want to be completely honest. I watched the last 30 minutes, which is basically extra time, because I have been on a gaming binge this entire weekend. That's a lie. I've been working half the weekend and gaming the other half. So I haven't really been paying much attention to football, even though I have paid attention to a few results, and we'll get to it later on in the episode. But for now, Liverpool took on Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, ended 0-0, went to penalties, and great penalty shootout. I must say, before we address the elephant in the room, I must say, insane penalty shootout. Such precision with each kick. I was envious of everybody of both teams as I was watching this unfold, because my team lost a penalty shootout to Middlesbrough.
Oh man.
So imagine. But yeah, I mean, ultimately Kepa comes on. Tuchel tries to do a Van Gaal Cruz thing in the World Cup against Costa Rica. Does not work out. And before all of that, there was a random goal that was disallowed, and I still can't understand why it was disallowed. I'm talking about the Lukaku goal in extra time, where his hand is adjudged to be offside, and that's why they call it back. Bizarre decision.
That was marginally, I think, like a teeny bit offside or something like that.
No, his hand is basically so from what I understand, what I've seen on the replays is that he was pointing for the ball to be put in front of him, and because there's some weird sleeve arm thing that they're now using to justify offsides, it was given off. I don't understand that rule. It seems like a stupid rule. If he'd scored with his hand, it wouldn't have been counted. Now, That's pretty obvious. Very, very bizarre circumstances in disallowing that goal.
Yeah,
Chelsea fan, you can say things.
I don't think.
No, I was just thinking, I think that's one of the best finals I've seen, and I hate I hate and love playing against like Chelsea Liverpool games, because they're so nerve-wracking and so tough. Like, they always set up like classic matches. Like, this will be like one of the classic matches of 0-0 that I think you'll see for years. Like, nerve-wracking. Like, both goalkeepers, not Kepa, Mendy, had like amazing games. Like, some crazy shot stopping, and like Salah missing his sitters, and that Lukaku goal. Honestly, like, I don't know when they're drawing the line of when the assist makers giving the kick, and where they're drawing the line of where all of that. I'm just like, dude, how are you deciding? What are you doing? For me, like I've seen Liverpool fans saying, dude, to be honest, that's not an offside to me, but whatever, right? And like, Tuchel made his tactical change because the data shows that on record that Kepa's a better penalty shot stopper than Mendy. Mendy has not stopped a single penalty in the league till now.
Oh man,
not a single one. But Kepa has. Kepa consistently has stopped penalties.
Kepa's won a penalty shootout, I think.
And he's won a bunch of them.
He has,
right? So I mean, back in I think where he came from, Bilbao, wherever he
Yeah,
came
no,
from.
even recently for Chelsea, did he not win a penalty shootout?
Yeah, no, but they used to call him a penalty shootout specialist there.
Okay.
So Tuchel was like big brain time, and he did the change. And dude, like even for like the best penalty shootout takers, like 21 out of 22 penalties going in never happens, dude. That's never like
Yeah, it's a
next
Oh,
is
crazy
who
stat.
to
Dodge. It's
yeah.
happened. It's happened like literally 6 months ago when Mr. De Gea missed the 22nd penalty out of 2022.
Okay,
So
but
We did a
I
watch
mean,
along for it.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
we did.
we
no,
were
but
we were
it's
all
not.
there. We were watching it
Yeah,
together.
correct. I know,
And
but
there
was
was,
it one of
I
the
mean,
penalties blocked? There was one penalty
no,
blocked there, right?
no,
Okay.
No,
no,
De
no,
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 Gea,
no.
De Gea's penalty
De
gets
Gea missed.
saved, right?
He gets
De
saved.
Gea
Yeah.
missed it. Yeah, I mean, basically,
Oh,
it gets saved,
correct.
and that was the
It's
last
the same
penalty.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
so
Yeah.
same thing
I
exactly.
mean,
I mean, when I was watching it as like flashback, like and every penalty, even in that shootout, similar to this shootout, it was clinical. Like there was no chance any of those penalties could have been stopped yesterday.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, whether you had
Same.
Mendy,
Even their
whether you
keepers.
had, yeah, I mean, whether you, irrespective of whether you had Mendy,
Yeah.
whether you had Oliver Kahn, Peter Schmeichel, they were clinical penalties. There was no stopping any of those penalties.
I have a
Even if they
question.
guessed the right way, dude. Even if they guessed the right way, couldn't have stopped it.
Yeah, it's like brute force, like this. All the
Yeah,
corner
it's
kicks,
smash,
like
smash,
Yeah.
smash.
top corner
Like
smash. Yeah, and
crazy.
dude, Kepa, like I don't. So he's never had to take penalties before, and
Yeah.
I don't think that's
I mean,
something he's really good at.
no goalkeeper is ever. I mean, they don't believe that they've
Actually,
yes,
you know they put Neuer in for a lot of penalties,
yeah.
like
I've
sometimes.
actually seen that with Bayern, but I mean, he literally plays midfield for them, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's
was
what, right?
about to-
So I'm saying there are some guys who have that ability, but
There's
here,
a
like, you
Brazilian
can't
goalkeeper
blame them,
who scored like 120 goals. I forgot his name. Starts with C. He scored
Yeah,
120
I know who
goals,
you're talking
like
about, yeah.
officially.
Oh, really? Wow. Like what?
Yeah.
On the penalty spot?
He's literally their
He's supposed
penalty
to be
taker.
very.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think
He's
this
supposed
is
to be very
Santos or
acrobatic
something.
as well.
Yeah, I forgot.
Wait, Carlos Valderrama. No, that's
No,
not
no,
Brazil.
no, that
Brazil.
guy's
He's
Colombian.
He's Colombian. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, this
Rogerio Seni.
Oh,
Rogerio
Cerny.
Seni, Rogerio Seni. Yes, I
He
He
remember.
scored 103 goals.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, wow.
Penalty. He was there. He was that. It like Tellez was the penalty taker for Porto.
Porto, yeah.
He was that penalty
Yeah,
taker.
yeah.
Yeah, he was the penalty taker, the keeper, Rogerio Seni.
Yeah,
So I mean, there are always exceptions to the norm, but like yesterday, there was no. I mean, somebody had to miss. There was nobody was stopping those penalties.
Yeah, so that's why, like, dude, penalty shootouts are a lot of times luck,
The lottery,
chance,
man.
a lot of
Yeah,
it.
it's a lottery.
It's always a lottery, right? Like even if you
I
win on
I
penalties or
hate
lose on
penalty
penalties, you're
shoots.
like,
I really hate
yeah,
it.
There's
Even
no
as a
Imagine,
neutral,
like-
even as a neutral yesterday, like watching it itself, like screw it, like I don't care. Like I didn't matter to me if Liverpool won or Chelsea won. Just the fact of penalty shootout, I just hate it. Like,
yeah, same here, right? Like, see, you've gone on a cup campaign for 6 months and shit, and then it's going to be decided by a penalty shootout, right? And you just feel sad. It's just like there's no ability coming into this. It's just a lottery.
Yeah, basically, who you could be the best player in the world, but on your day, like you might end up missing a pen. You never know.
Can never say.
amen. I mean, it happened to Ronaldo in Moscow. It happened to Ronaldo in Moscow. Yeah. He had a phenomenal season, missed the penalty.
But a phenomenal game. Like he scores the opener in that game, and then still
I know. I mean,
missing the penalty.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't really say it's happened to the best of the best as well. So
So
but we won that Champions
League.
League.
Missed chances in the game.
Yeah.
I can remember
like
2 clear chances which should have been a goal, but just I don't know what happened. By Mount,
Salah.
2 chances that I can remember.
One Salah also missed a couple.
One he
Salah
hit the
missed a
post and
sitter.
deflected off, and the other one went wide towards the
But
right.
also Mount was like, I was just like, dude, I was like, what are you doing, Mount? We missed some
I
insane.
feel like Chelsea match up really well against Liverpool. I think
Yeah,
like
like
I mean there are some teams that you match up well with. I think Chelsea matches up really well with Liverpool because even in the
and they
game,
give them
was
a
it
good
at the
fight.
Bridge or at Anfield? Until James got sent off, Chelsea had complete control of that game.
But
correct.
even after he got sent off, they held on really well to their
Yeah,
game.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 games is enough for me, dude. Like, I don't want to see them in the FA Cup or Champions League. Like, I'll take the life out of me. Like, it's enough.
Too much already.
Too much.
What? I mean, both the teams are still alive in the FA Cup, so you never know how the draws could
Yeah,
be.
you never know. And I'm in the
In
Champions League.
Champions League as well, yeah.
It can happen. Yeah.
The FA Cup really start looking like it's Chelsea, City, or Liverpool. Like, I just get that feeling. Like,
It could be. It could be.
But in terms of Liverpool's first cup win, then they're now on course for a historic quadruple.
dude, they won one cup, dude. At
Can we
least if they win
stop?
two, yeah.
Can
At least
can
if
we
they win
stop
two.
with the nonsense, Abin?
Yeah.
Quadruple.
Yeah.
I mean, please.
I'm
Stop
just
being
saying.
like
I
those
mean,
deluded
This
Liverpool
this
fans.
could be his
Like,
reverse
I'm just-
psychology.
seriously.
Working.
What's
no,
wrong with
I'm
you?
not saying anything. I'm just saying, see, they look like the most informed team. They've just won a
They
cup.
may be
They've
the
gone-
most informed. They're not winning. They're not winning the league. Let's face
I
it.
mean, we
Like
start-
City,
I want to
they
hear the
walk.
argument as to why they're not going to win the quadruple, because I see.
They're not winning the
City-
league. Plain and simple.
You think the treble's still on for them?
No,
But for
I think
City?
you should at least win two cups
No,
before
for-
you talk about a quadruple, dude.
No,
You
but
can't
the-
win one cup out of three.
The other three cups are all in May. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you have the Premier League.
They're
which
all one
ends
after
in-
the other. Week
the other-
after
yeah,
week after week.
week
Yeah.
after week after week. So you can't really tell. So, but I think now it's. So do you see them winning? Like, okay,
You know
fine.
what? You know when people talk about the quadruple, when the league has been stitched up in like the end of April or
Yeah.
early May, that's when people start talking about the quadruple. For
Or-
Liverpool to
or-
have to win the league, for Liverpool, they literally have to go to the last day of the season at full throttle. Imagine that. Plus, they're playing 2 cup competitions. So, it's if they have
Yeah,
if
I mean,
they
we've
believe that
seen
they're
this
going
play out
into-
last time. Like last time, they
It's-
went at 99 points and 97 points with Man City, right?
Yeah.
They lost one game to Everton in March, and they won 6 games in a row, but they were still 2 points behind because they lost that one game in March. Like,
Yeah,
that was just an
yeah.
insane Premier League fight. Like, I think that was 2018-19, I think.
Yeah,
See,
97,
yeah.
98, 97, right? Was the final.
Yeah,
Or
97, yeah.
99, I
Yeah.
think City were.
Yeah,
99,
It just-
97. City was 99.
But it
Yeah.
seems like it is going that
99.
way this
Yeah.
season as well.
I
Just
don't.
3
I
points ahead.
honestly, Akshay, I mean, I know they're just 3 points ahead, but like, think about it. City usually does these mad runs, right? They go 10 games on the trot, 12 games on the trot. City is capable of putting up those
But
performances.
if you think about it, City is quite easy to break down right now. I don't know if you all agree with that or not. Seeing the last
They-
2-3
they
games
haven't
that
been.
they
At,
played.
are-
they
they are-
haven't been. They haven't been at their fluent best, but it doesn't mean that they can still be easily broken down. Even against Everton, they had. I think-
Everton almost broke them down. Of all
Yeah, but,
No,
teams.
but
still,
they-
they had like.
Who's
you can
fighting
break-
for relegation right now?
The thing is, they can be broken down, but they have enough firepower to score more goals than you can score against them. And that simple fact is the reason they can go on a 10 wins in a row, 12
Fair
wins in a
enough.
row.
But if you
Akshay-
see the wins
Akshay,
last
I'll tell you.
2-3
I'll tell
games
you
have
one
been
thing.
1-0,
City
2-0.
had. Excuse me. City had about 60. I don't remember 67 or 68% possession against Everton, which is
Yeah,
typically.
but-
Let's face it. City has that kind of possession against most
They
teams.
do. They do.
Yeah, so it's very hard. First of all, you need to have the ball to break City down. The only way you can break City down is on the counter, and
Counter,
not and
which
only
was working for Everton
it was working for Everton, but not all teams
until
set
the
up
stupid
to play that way. Right?
the stupid decision which
No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that too. Of
which we'll
course,
get to
yeah,
that.
but
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
like you have to see. Like, I'll tell you what. Like, I don't see City dropping more than 5 or 6 points from here on till the end, and that's a lot because there's still 10 games in hand. Dropping 5 points for City is like literally like losing one game and then drawing 2 games and stuff like that. So
Mm.
that's asking a lot of City to to not do, which they typically don't. And then you are expecting Liverpool to win out. Again, they have to still play three of the big six still, and they have to play City again, I believe.
Who are the big six right now?
So
No, I mean,
they have to play
Given the
Arsenal.
current scenario.
I said that's a typical. I said
Classic
typical
big-
big six.
Yeah, the classic
The
big six.
big
The
six.
classic.
But
big
you
six.
know what?
They
Like
have to play United
Liverpool,
still. They have to play Arsenal. They have to play City.
Yeah.
but Liverpool still have the
Chelsea-
firepower, right? Like last time I told you, right? They have a plethora of strikers. And I don't know, dude. All of those guys are scoring. All of those guys have a purple patch. All of those guys
Yeah.
are in form.
I think the Luis Diaz signing could actually just win them the title.
No, I don't.
Is that-
Yeah, maybe.
See, it's that
He's
that-
quite good though.
remember when Henrik Larsson popped up at United like all those years
Yeah.
ago? It was just it gave United that
2006,
little
7, I think.
6-7, yeah. It
Yeah.
gave them that little zip that got them on, and I think, but obviously Henrik Larsson was Henrik Larsson. He came from, we all know how his career was. But Luis Diaz, I think there's something about him. There's this unpredictability about him where he's just kind of he's very strong acceleration, just about gets away from players, shows and I think by the time teams figure them out, it'll be next season. At this point, so you have obviously the threat of Salah, Mane, you have Virgil van Dijk at the back along with Joel Matip. Matip, I think, is having a phenomenal season. So Liverpool don't look like the team they should be scoffed at. I had them my initial season predictions. I had them finishing outside the top four, and they've completely bucked that trend. And I get a lot of grief about it from Liverpool fans. Now, the Liverpool fans are weirdly insecure about their team, and I don't know why that is. I mean, they have a great team. It's just that, unfortunately for them, they spent 2 decades losing to one Manchester team and now spend the other decade losing to another Manchester team. It's just, it's not like you just feel like it's. I feel it's almost it's a little sad more than anything else. But honestly, like if you were to ask me, this happens every year with Man City. Man City go on a run. In January, February, they lose one game. And everyone thinks, oh, title race is back on. Then the next game, they cobble together a win. They'll go 1-0, 2-0. They'll just get those points. And then that machine will begin again. And again, the 1-0s, the 2-0s, the 1-0s, the 2-0s. And before you know it, by the end of March, they're 12 points clear, probably with the game in hand. And you're like, okay, it's title truly well done and dusted. So by the time the Anfield game approaches, and I think Man City will have this in their mind, because they gave Liverpool a guard of honor when they played them at, I think, the Etihad the season Liverpool won the league, and Bernardo Silva walks off before the guard of honor is finished, and then they go on to thump them 4-0, which at 4 or 5, I remember, like, they absolutely walloped them that game. But it was Liverpool already won the title. They were clearly very drunk, and it was more of a show of intent as to who the boss in the situation really was. But with regards to them winning it, there's a title race, and it's an exciting title race, but I don't see
it's
it
a title
lasting
race
very
for
long.
sure.
Yeah.
It's a race, but it's a race between David and Goliath. I mean, I know in that David and Goliath, we all know who won.
You don't make that comparison.
But this is
Two
going to
of
be
us
an
were-
antithesis to David and Goliath.
Of course. How about we just do it with the hare and the tortoise? One team is really fast, one team is slow.
Oh no! We know how that went too.
Okay, how about this? It's
Or-
we go Rocky 1, the plot to Rocky 1. In the end, Apollo
You just
3
want
wins.
to beat up some Russians.
No, it's 4. Different. Rocky 1.
Let's not go there,
Rocky
guys.
wins
Let's not
hard,
go
Yeah, let's
Apollo
not talk
wins.
about that.
Apollo Creed wins the title. So,
I mean, at
I'm
this
just
point,
saying.
Zinchenko would want to do that. So
Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll
anyway,
listen. Are
let's
either of you
think
going
about
in-
the
Go on, I'm sorry.
yeah. No. You were about to say?
No, let's
All right,
do
fine.
something.
How about we do a wager? How about we do a wager? I say City win. Ben, you say Liverpool win.
I say City win, dude. I mean, I just made my case for it. We have an episode to produce. So I want to have conversations. I want to engage, have some sort of debate on whether Liverpool are actually
honestly, I don't think they're winning the league. Maybe FA Cup, yeah. Champions League.
Actually, March will show
maybe
where they are at. End of March will probably be a good
end of March, yeah. I think this time next month.
I think even end of March, yeah, for sure.
By end of March, we'll know exactly where Liverpool stand. Because I think the quarterfinals of the FA Cup will be done.
Yeah.
I mean, see, we are expecting City to win the league, so City started to lose, so it's Liverpool who has to play catch up.
True.
Okay, I think that provides a perfect pivot into the Premier League fixtures. And since we're talking about City, let's quickly go on to the Everton game that Akshay was so vociferously
It was really unfortunate.
I felt really dirty after watching that game. I'll tell you this. Yeah. I felt really dirty because I didn't want City to get that penalty given against them. Because I had 2 City defenders in my FPL.
Oh no.
Hey, but you know why I wanted it to be given to them?
Because I had 2 City defenders in my FPL team.
No, I had Anthony Gordon on mine, and I think he would have taken the penalty.
No, it would have been Richarlison.
Oh yeah,
Richarlison takes the penalty.
Yeah. Anthony Gordon got substituted before that.
Oh yeah, you're right. But he had a great free kick which almost went in.
Yeah. But yeah, that's as clear a handball as you can possibly see in any Premier League fixture.
But weren't you mentioning that there was a
so this is what
there's some stupid excuse of a lame rule that they said
they said that in the build up where Richarlison breaks through the line, at that point he's adjudged to be offside. So in the checkup to see, I guess they confirmed it was handball, but because it was still in the same phase of play, the offside happened before, and hence it wasn't given. I think the same argument could be had for Everton. It's worked in their favor, and I talk about this with the Van Dijk situation, where Jordan Pickford goes through on Van Dijk and then basically breaks his leg, but because there's an offside in the build-up, he does not get sent off. So and this has worked both ways for them. So it's just that it's a balancing act. Like everything kind of eventually balances out, right? And it's just it sucks for Everton because it's a pivotal moment in the game. They've conceded a very unlucky goal. Mason Holgate sticks a leg out completely flat foots Michael Keane. Phil Foden is left with the easiest of jobs. And City, for the most part in that game, looked very uninspired. I know we've talked about how they just turn into a points machine, especially in this part of the season. So I was just, it's sad for Everton. I feel like they've been pulled into the relegation mix. They're well and truly in it at this point. It's going. So it remains to be seen how they navigate their way out of it. Even though I think they have probably the best squad in there to get their way out of it. But I mean,
that bench strength, dude. That bench strength is something that every team will be envious of.
Do they have the best manager though? It's clearly an experienced manager.
Yeah, but I feel
when I speak about inexperienced, I mean inexperienced in a dogfight, in a relegation dogfight.
See, which is why I keep saying Norwich and Burnley might just pull through, because Burnley, this is Sean Dyche's bread and butter, right? This is the point of the season where he'll launch the ball into the channels and his team will beat up the other team.
And they go.
It's just what. Yeah, can you have?
I really want Burnley to stay though. I really, really like Sean Dyche. I really like him as a manager.
I feel like the league needs a team full of bastards.
Ginger Mourinho.
Yeah. No, he's not even a Ginger Mourinho. Mourinho just throws fits. Did you see the red card Mourinho got? It's this stupid dude. What a stupid guy.
Wait, Mourinho got a red card? What happened?
Do you know that? Do you know that dialogue from The Dark Knight where Harvey Two Face says, I think Harvey Two Face says, I don't know who it was. He says,
We're
you either die a hero or live long enough to see
long enough
yourself
to
become
see
the
yourself
villain.
become the
Yeah, that's what Mourinho is right now.
Dude,
This has
like
been some
play.
crazy week of Batman references. Yesterday we were recording a Batman episode. This week the Batman drops. So now one more Batman reference. Clearly Batman's in the air.
Dude, Mourinho, like he's arguing with the fourth official, okay, and the ball is in play, and the ball's on the field in play. He comes a little bit onto the field and he kicks the ball into the crowd, dude. And the fourth official just staring at him like, dude, what? And then immediately the referee comes and red cards him, and then the Italian FA bans him for two games. And you're just like, dude, now Mourinho has completely lost it. He gives zero fucks. He's just like Mourinho meltdowns used to happen after 2 years or 3 years. Now they just happen in 6 months.
Yeah. That's crazy. Anyways, any other games to talk about?
Of course, how can we not talk about? Let's talk about it. A game. Listen, I have now come to this.
We can just skip ahead and
The Spurs
okay, so let's talk about Leeds and Spurs. Marcelo Bielsa is gone.
Yeah. Why don't you speak about Bielsa? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Marcelo Bielsa is probably one of football's greatest living institutions. But the thing with Bielsa is he refuses to change, and when he gets sussed out,
he refuses to be pragmatic about football.
Exactly.
Like, he's absolute murder ball, full total attacking, full total football. And even if you're winning, like just sit back or absorb pressure. No, nothing. Just go out, play all in, right? And but the sad thing is, like, it was working for him, but like key injuries, like Bamford was his biggest. The biggest. Bamford, and then a bunch of them do, like 4 or 5 of his key players were injured, and
I think Calvin Phillips also injured. No.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips, right?
Yeah, and he was quite key in the midfield.
Even Rafi was injured for. Rafi was also injured for quite a bit.
And I mean, he's the one who breathed life into a Leeds.
He is one of the best managers. Yeah,
true.
One of the best managers Leeds could have asked for just to come up to the Premier League.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a stat, right, that Leeds is the first team that's let 20 goals in a single month in the Premier League. And
they're the first
they
team
set a
to
record.
3 goals in 5 games. Yeah, 5 games in a row in the Premier League.
No, in a one calendar month, which is February.
Month.
In a calendar month, February.
That also.
Yeah.
They set another unwanted record.
More than 20 goals.
They were the first team to concede 3 plus goals in 5 continuous games in the Premier League.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they conceded 3 against Everton, 4 against United, 6 against Liverpool, and that was just sad to watch, and 4 against
and 4 against
and 3 against Villa as well.
So I don't understand why everyone, and I'm sorry, I'm taking this towards an FPL perspective, why you would captain Burnley players, because I mean, of course they have double game weeks. When you see what Leeds are doing and you see the form Kane is in, just okay, never mind. We'll get to the FPL rant later.
I mean, I'm away from that argument because I don't have any Spurs assets. Those guys are the most flip-flop team ever.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that against Leeds will open up, and then you'll have Kane and Son running freely into big open spaces. Like yours truly had Dejan Kulusevski till 2 minutes before the deadline, and then I removed him for Pogba, of course. And we'll get to. So I had Pogba and Bruno in my team, so we'll get to that.
I really thought United will
I have a stat
break through Watford so easily.
Yeah,
which they actually did. Let's be fair. United actually cut open Watford quite a bit.
Multiple times.
Ronaldo missed a sitter, which hit the post and went out.
Yeah.
Actually missed 2. Bruno went on his usual pot shot. spree.
Dude, if Ronaldo is not
I don't know what
scoring
else can you
goals,
call
what
him.
is he there for? What is he there for?
Listen, with Ronaldo, I'm starting to feel bad because he very clearly was not brought in to play 4 games in a week or something. Like he's essentially played 4 games
Yeah,
and kind of
that also
Yeah.
stupid, dude.
Yeah,
Why would you
but
play a
when he got
37-year-old
substituted
for
against
4 games?
Brentford,
yeah, and
well,
then threw
I
a
tell you
fit,
what,
but fine.
I think that man's no, honestly, Ben, I don't believe for a second that he's incapable of playing 4 games in a week, or 4 games in
I
a whatever you
think
want to call it.
more fit than
I don't
most
think
other
he's
guys.
incapable. I feel he's a machine. He can play. Yeah, he's more fit than probably like 95% of the Premier League.
Maguire.
He's
Yeah.
more
Right?
fit
I
than
don't
me,
think
dude.
that's the
Yeah, more
problem.
fit than any of us.
I mean, the 4 of us put together wouldn't be able to beat
Exactly.
him.
Yeah.
But having said that, you know what? Like I believe that the blame should not lie on Ronaldo. So because he knows his body, he knows it, and I think he's at that stage of his career where he can say, okay, you can play game. Let's not make any fuss. We are missing
Yeah.
one key component in the team. I don't know what that is, but honestly, Fred had a pretty
Some
decent
midfield,
game.
dude.
Yeah, Fred played quite well.
Pogba had a good game again. Honestly, I think
Mm.
United as a team played well. It's just that we didn't take our chances. End of story. And that's been the story of the last two
Many
and
of
a
the
half
games.
months.
Many of the games.
It's
We
really
had some 20
disheartening.
plus shots.
There's
So
no
nothing went.
Ben strength is gone. Rashford is useless right now. I don't think he needs some time away from the team, but he can't get it because the team is light on its feet. Like, I mean, letting Martial go, knowing full well the reality of what was happening with the whole Greenwood situation, as well as letting Van de Beek go. I mean, there's no options. There's nobody on there who'll come and change the game at this point. You know what? I was craving for the days of Maro and Fellaini on the weekend. I'm like, just send somebody up there who'll go cause havoc. Where is Fellaini? Is he still in China?
Yeah,
I
he's in
think
China.
so.
He's
Let
in
me check it
China.
up real quick.
Bring him back.
But
you know?
why
Like,
why don't you guys use J-Links more, dude?
I don't know what Ragnick's thing is. I don't know what he's.
I don't know what I don't know why Ragnick has a problem with it, because honestly,
Didn't
he's
he
somebody
start
who can do a little bit of everything. You know, you want him to make runs behind, he makes runs behind. You want him to play ball to feet, he can play ball to feet. You want him to go and cross the ball, he can do that as well. He can do a little bit of everything, which is what made him so effective for West Ham. You know.
But he started the game against Watford. But
Yeah.
he was quite inactive.
No, he didn't start this game. He started the game before that.
Leeds. I think he started.
Leeds game.
Yeah, Leeds.
Okay.
He didn't start the ball. I think it was. This one was Elanga and Elanga on one wing, Pogba on the other. Fred.
No,
Matic.
Bruno and Pogba was switching
Matic.
between them.
Switching, yeah.
Fred and
Bruno,
Matic.
Fred Matic, yeah.
I don't know if you all
Matic.
noticed when they took Matic off, the game completely switched to Watford. I don't know what I don't know how that one man was like, he had so much time and space on the ball, and he was affording time and space on the ball for everybody around him. The moment he took Matic off, obviously you can't play Matic for 90 minutes.
We need a much younger Matic.
We need the Matic who first came to Chelsea.
Yeah, from Chelsea, yeah.
No,
I like Mourinho had the right idea. Mourinho had the right idea with Matic.
Oh, the Matic I went to Chelsea. Got it. Yeah.
The Matic that went to Chelsea, exactly. Single-handedly won them 2 leagues.
Did Matic not leave and then come back and then won the league? Like, wasn't he a Chelsea first, or am I confusing him with somebody
He was a Chelsea player. Then he went out on loan to Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
No, Lisbon. Yeah, Sporting Lisbon.
Benfica, I think.
And Benfica. Yeah, Benfica. So he went on loan, came back, won the league, and then they found out, man, without Matic we can't do shit. So they kept him on the payroll.
I remember the season Conte won the league. It was a Matic Conte midfield.
Yeah,
dude, there was no chance anybody was breaking that up.
That's
that was the only reason Conte won the league. No other reason.
I mean, you had Hazard and you had Diego Costa like ripping teams to shreds, but
Yeah, that's
like
because
I miss
they have
Diego
so much
Costa.
faith in
Dude. It
their
was
midfield,
pure
right? Like,
chaos. Yeah. Like Diego
But
Costa
speaking
would
of
go
Hazard, is he
slap
coming back?
somebody, like pull their hair and
No,
get them sent off. Remember the Koscielny incident where he basically slaps Koscielny, like pulls him down, and then Koscielny gets pissed off, and then Gabriel comes to fight and then gets sent off. It's like wow, like props to that. I just
where is that man anyway?
I think he was at Atletico. I think now he's without a club, if I'm not mistaken. I think Atletico released him.
I thought he went
But
to some
okay,
Brazilian club. I don't know.
yeah, he could be. I don't know. I haven't kept up with Rio Costa. But there's not much to say about United. It looks quite sad, and now we're in March.
They look
Yeah,
toothless.
but you know what's gonna happen? Maybe Arsenal might come fourth finally,
Actually,
and balance to the universe will be restored. Like
that Wolves game, Arsenal really. So I think Wolves.
Dude, that was
Arsenal,
such a nice game. That was such a nice game to watch. I watched that whole game.
So did I.
And like it was end to end, dude. It was like constantly attacking. And Arsenal finally somehow in the 80th minute found their footing and
I think Wolves kind of retreated a little too much. Arsenal were attacking and Wolves just tried to play the long game and try to slow it down. It just wasn't working for them, and ultimately they got their just desserts. They tried this, I remember, and it's very satisfying winning against Wolves that way, because it happened to United last season where Rashford scores his deflected winner in the 94th minute or something, and I have never been more furious at an opposition team. I just remember I think it was like 2:30, because you know how games are midweek in India, and I was just it was such a great win, and I can totally understand why the Arsenal fans were completely mental. And this puts them in pole position. I think if they win their games in hand, they are now very much in top four contention. They will go top four if they win their remaining two games. But that depends on how they do. I mean, unfortunately for them, the games in hand are Chelsea, Liverpool, and Spurs. So it remains to be seen how they do in those games.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we do preview? And then let's wrap this up.
Is there Champions League this week?
No, nothing.
No, not this week.
I think next week it returns. Yee.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's do it. This bastard. Again, he won.
No, he's not.
He didn't.
It's you and me.
Oh, interesting. Let's run through predictions.
With one game to spare.
I think now this is where both these guys will pull back, knowing them.
It's either me or you that might win.
Who knows? Yeah, unless neither of us get it right, and they all actually no.
No,
I all go 6.
No, like George and me can't go 6. One of us will. No? If one wins, the other loses. No, we're 1-0. The other one's 0-1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we'll run through the predictions once more. So Southampton, Norwich. Akshay predicted a 2-0 win. I predicted a 1-1. Sid went 2-1. Tushar went 1-0. It was a 2-0 score. Akshay spot on there. Leeds, Tottenham. I think it was 4. We all expected like Leeds to score
Leeds
1.
To score 1. Yeah. Which should have been a 1 goal. That stupid Dallas missed an open goal.
Oh, Stuart Dallas.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Rocks for brains, really. No idea what he was doing there. Brentford, Newcastle. Yeah. I thought Newcastle was going to win this game, and I was proven right. I thought Brentford had 1 goal in them, but I think the sending off changed things. Brighton, Villa.
And just want to put that in there that Christian Eriksen made his comeback after about a year of.
Yeah, he was out for a year.
Yeah.
Almost about 6
what a great comeback, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked good too.
Yeah, he was looking
Brighton,
good.
Brighton Villa. I thought Villa were going to be in some sort of free fall, but Villa. I think the opener is an absolute banger from Danny Ings, and
Was it
they
Danny
close
Ings
to
or
it.
was it
No, oh no, sorry, Maddie Cash. I think Maddie
Matty
Cash
Cash?
scored
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
Matty
Matty
Cash.
Cash scored the opener. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, great goal there.
and had a great message.
Yeah, for one of
Touching
his
message.
teammates.
Yeah, Polish team.
Polish who's stuck in
Countryman.
Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now Palace Burnley, we expected this. I mean, I thought it'd be a draw. It
and
was a draw.
it was a draw. Yeah.
United Watford, all of us went wins, and
Look
it
at
was
me,
anything
4-1 it's
Yeah.
They score 4 goals in
Over
3 games.
optimism.
It's
Yeah, 4-3 is good. But they scored
Ever-
4 last week.
Everton, Man City. I think we all went for heavy City wins, but City just about scraped through there. West Ham Wolves. I went for a draw. Sid was the only one. Sid also got it wrong, but it was a
I
1-1
got it right.
to West Ham. You actually
I
did end
got
up
the win
getting
right, but not the score.
not the score. Burnley Leicester. We don't know yet.
That's
It's still, we're recording this a day before that game plays.
Tomorrow night, am I not right?
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Tomorrow night.
But okay, let's turn on to the predictions for the coming week. What have we
So
got?
this is a heavy fixture week.
Yeah. So Leeds probably have
Time to wild card.
We have 13 fixtures this week.
Oh damn!
13
Yeah, I
fixtures.
think Chelsea,
lot of double
Chelsea,
week.
Norwich or something was added. I think Chelsea, Norwich has also been added. Just check.
Not yet, I think. But
I don't
it
think
will
it's
be.
done yet.
No,
It
it got
will
added.
be.
It got
1,
added.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's been added. As far
Check
as
the
I know.
PL app, right?
11, 12. No, it's not added yet. I'm on the PL app.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's game week
Maybe
29 then.
29,
I'm
let me
not sure.
check.
No, but it's no. It will move to game week 28. Yeah, Chelsea is going to have a double game week. Burnley and Norwich.
Oh, time to get in, time to free hit.
I have free. I mean, does everyone still have their free hit? Like their 2 free hits?
I do.
See, I have one,
When did you free
and
hit?
I'm waiting to use that. I
Next
free
week?
hit. No, the I'm waiting for all the FA Cup fixtures to get over and then see, because I think there's one game week where only 3 matches or 4 matches are going to happen. Only 8.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
Oh.
So I mean, but depends.
Yeah,
If
so
you
I'm
have,
gonna-
if you
I'm
have
gonna-
2
How
free
many
hits,
free
I
hits
think,
do you get?
this season we have 2.
2.
I'm done with 1.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm just holding up.
I thought they
holding
gave
up,
2 wild
holding
cards
that.
also.
Yeah, 2 wildcards. One
Yeah,
that happened and one.
One
But
you
anyway,
had to use
let's-
before that. Yeah, let's.
Anyway,
That's
let's
always
get
been
into
there, no?
predictions. Yeah.
let's go ahead.
All right. So Leeds versus Leicester.
Leicester Leeds.
Leicester Leeds. Jesse
Both
Marsh
teams
is
are shit.
taking over. No, but I think Jamie Vardy's back, and that could change things. Yeah, Vardy's back. He's probably playing the Burnley game tomorrow. I read that. Braj was talking about how I think he's been out since December or November. And
Yeah,
November.
not right now.
so
Been out for a while.
So it's time to chat shit and get banged. I love Jamie Vardy, dude. He's complete shithouse. The league is poorer without him. So Leicester Leeds. I think Leeds are going to be a lot more tighter this game, not open up so much. But I still think Leicester have enough in the tank to beat them. I'm going 3-1 to Leicester.
I think Leicester win 2-1. Sit in those.
I think 2-1 to Leicester.
Leicester 2-1. Actually 3-1 to Leicester.
Okay. Villa Southampton. Both you make your prediction first. I'll just call you.
Why? You guys won last, right? So you should go first.
Oh, of course. So that's what you want to do now. A little late in the season for it.
Yeah.
I won more than like 25 game weeks anyway, so you guys can't catch up.
He's won too many. I've stopped counting the number of game weeks that you won.
Dodiola.
Dostradamus, bro.
Dostradamus. Okay. Villa Southampton.
I think it's going to be a tight game. Both teams are looking good.
I'm going 2-2 draw.
Yeah, I was going to go 1-1, but 2-2 is also good.
I think 2-1, dude, to Villa. Slippy G gets it in.
2-1 Villa. 2-1 Villa for me as well.
When we Chelsea.
Ooh, 1-0 Chelsea. It's going to be a gnawing game. I remember Chelsea drew this game at Stamford Bridge, right? And Jay Rodriguez almost had a golden opportunity to score in the 90th minute. So Burnley are not going to make it easy for Chelsea, I think. But Chelsea will just about squeeze through. I think Lukaku comes good here.
1-0.
Chelsea win this comfortably. I think Chelsea win this comfortably. 2-0.
I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw.
2-0 Chelsea.
To be different from all of you.
I see. No tactics, just vibes. Newcastle, no tactics, just vibes. Newcastle, Brighton. The Dan Burn derby.
Is the Lamptey factor back?
He's back. He's been playing, but I don't think he's been
he's not been good, right? It's not the old Lamptey like who's tearing shit up.
No.
Not like that, right?
Okay. Newcastle, Brighton. Newcastle are on their longest unbeaten run. 7 games unbeaten, stretching back to December.
What about Trippier? Is he back?
He's out for the season.
Out for the season, yeah.
Oh shit!
Poor guy.
Newcastle, yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Newcastle, Brighton. What do we have for this game? I'm going
0-0 draw.
Newcastle. Ooh, interesting.
What did you say?
0-0 draw.
2-1 to Newcastle?
Yeah, I think at St. James's the crowd is happy. The players are also in good form. Joelinton is scoring headers. Good time to be a Newcastle fan.
Yeah.
I think Newcastle win 1-0.
And I think 2-1 Newcastle. So the tune, dude. You got to win at the tune.
Okay. Here we come. 6-point relegation scrap. Norwich, Brentford. I think
Norwich win this. Yeah.
2-0.
I think 2-0. I was going to go 2-0.
Stop calling me Akshay. God.
Okay. Notes.
I think 2-0. Norwich. Hey, what? You guys are supposed to
1-1 Norwich.
2-1. 2-1 then. 1-1.
1 draw.
That probably might be the difference. That probably might be the result if you just think about it.
I was going to go 1-1, but I've been going 1-1, so didn't want to do that.
Wolves Palace. This is a 1-1. If there ever was one.
I think Palace win this.
Vieira magic.
I'm going for a draw. 1-1.
1-0 Wolves.
Yeah, I think Wolves 1-0.
I think Palace win this 1-0 somehow. Although I have Jose Sa on my FPL team, but I think
3-0 Liverpool. Yeah. David Moyes has
Liverpool
a record at
Wham.
Yeah, Moyes has an atrocious record at Anfield, and I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Even though they did beat them in the reverse fixture, but I doubt that's going to come back, make any sort of change here. Expect Kurt Zuma to be meowed at repeatedly.
Dude, Wham without Wednesday night Messi is like not great.
3-0, yeah, 3-0. I think 3-0 Liverpool, comfortable one.
Okay, I'll go 2-0 Liverpool. Not as comfortable win.
Watford
Arsenal. Would it not just be Arsenal? Would it not just be Arsenal to go to Watford and draw?
That's a derby. That's a derby, by the way.
2-2. I know what Watford Arsenal reminds me of. It reminds me of Guendouzi walking off the pitch. going 2-0 and then them drawing the game. I'm going 2-2. Just in the spirit of that, like in tribute to that wonderful game that happened all those years ago.
1-0 to the Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Arsenal.
You're putting it for Watford,
Shit, right.
I think 2-0 Arsenal. Like
The game
last-
of the week. Oh my gosh.
Game of the week. Once
Big
again,
game.
if you I reiterate this after last week's point, especially after the result. If you have a chance to watch the Manchester derby, do you go to watch the Manchester derby?
No, dude. I've always felt like in a Manchester derby, Manchester's not blue or red; it's just shit. Dude. That's the only thing I feel.
What do you all
If
think?
you have tickets, go watch it.
Yeah, basically.
3-0 Man City. Actually, no, 2-0. I think they'll
Dude, big game, dude. City don't show up against United.
You wait and watch. Guardiola is not going to give up. I don't know who wins in this case. If United win, yeah, but Liverpool are back in the title race.
Is using his reverse whatever psychology bullshit again.
Bro, you can use reverse psychology all you want. If United can't score against Watford, they're not scoring against Man City.
But they show up against City. Like they always show up against City.
Did you not see the reverse fixture?
They did.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3-1 City. No. Maybe 2-1 City, yeah.
Who's scoring for United?
Viva Ronaldo.
Maguire.
Viva Ronaldo.
I hope he doesn't start. I think, you know what, like, I saw a very interesting
Coming
point
down
about
the wing, make United sing. Viva Ronaldo.
There's a very interesting point on when Carrick dropped Ronaldo for the Chelsea game, and it worked. I think now comes a point where you drop Ronaldo for this game and then bring him on in the second half. Because City will press him to death in the first 30-35 minutes, and he's just be like carrying a passenger. Akshay, who do you have, my friend?
I think I want it to be a United win, but I obviously don't see that happening. I think 1-1. I think we'll have just enough. I think we'll have just enough to hold them off.
I'll go for United 1-0.
If Everton
I
can
will
almost
choose to believe.
You know what? I honestly think I don't know, for some reason I honestly think that's what's going to be the result. I don't know why.
You never know, right, with this team. You really
because
never know.
Doge predicted it, but I don't know. Gut feeling, instinct, gut feeling. I don't know.
But even
anyway,
if Spurs can beat them, Everton can almost like hold off to them. I'm sure we can do something about it.
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, we're shit. Let's not.
Everton Tottenham. We'll go into that. Everton Tottenham.
I don't even know.
Frank Lampard is going to beat Tottenham, and I have a sneaky feeling about this. 2-1, and Conte is going to be like, "Fuck, because Spurs are shit. Spurs are shit."
2-1 to Everton.
Yeah.
It's even at 3-point lane, so he probably will win.
I love that meme. Don't ask a woman her age. Don't ask a guy how much money he makes. Don't ask Antonio Conte about Tottenham Hotspur.
That was a hilarious one.
You know the Gerrard Gary Neville interview, right? Like they were like they never called White Hart Lane. They always called it 3-point lane.
3-point lane. Yeah. So sad. And I expect
Shite Hart Lane.
You shite
Yeah,
Hart
but
Lane.
win this 1-0.
2-0 Spurs.
Yeah, 1-0 Spurs, dude. Feel bad for Lamps, but
Saints Newcastle.
Newcastle have a double. Interesting. Saints, and so do the Saints. Yeah, of course. But I see the Saints beating them this time. 2-0 Saints.
Saints go marching on. 1-0.
Yeah, dude.
2-1 change.
Man, I mean, it's very strange how Ralph Hasenhüttl has gone so much under the radar with the
No,
job
because
that
he
he's been doing
occasionally
at
no.
Southampton.
Yeah, I think he does a good job. Then he gets smacked, and then everyone's like, okay, I don't want anything to do with that. And then he goes back to being good again.
Like I
There are
feel like
two.
he needs
There are,
that nine. He needs that 9-0 every season to get that kick up his bottom.
yeah, like
Yeah.
he's had two
Yeah, very true.
9-0s. There was an account called "Have the 9-0s been mentioned yet?"
I know.
Saints are very tricky team, dude.
Yeah.
They're always like
True.
they're like when you go out like a restaurant, you're like, "Mom, I want Liverpool," and then you're like, "No, we have Liverpool at home," and then there's a picture of Liverpool at home, and it's Southampton. That's basically. I think two.
At one point, it wasn't it? They had Nathaniel
Basically,
Klein, they had
Van
Van
Dijk,
Dijk.
Van Dijk,
And
they had yeah
that's pretty much
Klein,
everybody.
Van
Lovren,
Dijk. There's a
Everybody,
forward. I
dude.
forgot his name.
Lovren, Adam Lallana,
What was the
Ricky
name of the
Lambert,
forward?
Ricky
Ricky
Lambert.
Lambert.
Mane also came from Southampton, no?
Yeah, Mane. That whole team was built from Southampton.
Yeah, Mane.
Mane was Southampton too.
Yeah.
But I think 1-2, dude.
Yeah.
1-2 South Newcastle.
Oh, boys
Oh.
winning it.
Wolves Watford. Wolves win just 2-0.
Didn't they just play? Did Wolves Watford just play?
No, that was Wolves.
Like 2
Wolves
weeks ago or
Arsenal just
something? I don't
played.
know.
Wolves and Arsenal played. Yeah.
Hmm.
And Arsenal played Watford, so you're thinking that.
I'm going for a 0-0 draw. Because I
Wolves-
own Emmanuel
Wolves
Dennis
take
and
this
nobody's
one.
scoring.
You know what?
Yeah, I think
Uh,
1-0
win
Wolves.
this one 1-0.
Beat Villa. 3-0 Villa.
Ooh, interesting. The last game, it was what, 3-3 the last time they met? And very
Yeah, 3-3.
exciting game.
It'll be 2-0
That was this month, no?
to Gerrard.
Slippy G, dude, all the way. Slippy G.
Wasn't it this month that they played?
Yeah. February. I mean, not.
How come they're playing so quickly again? Or was that
Like, even ask, I think it's
It was-
just.
was it postponed or something?
It's postponed, and then they're just like get done with the fixture and the reverse fixture.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa.
I think Leeds go down, honestly. I don't think Jesse
3
Marsh is able.
3-0 Villa.
Leeds are, I think, a team in free fall. I don't think Jesse Marsh coming in he didn't really have a great time at Leipzig either. He's in the relegation dogfight, and I see them slipping down further down.
I feel bad because he's not even the guy that can get them back up.
No, he really can't. Bielsa, I mean, if they'd gone down with Bielsa, they would have probably like smacked everybody.
Yeah,
and
that's what they would have
back up.
come back. Yeah, they would have belted.
But I really
everybody.
I hope Leeds go down because that puts Rafinha and Calvin Phillips on cut price deals, and United, after having sold them Dan James for 30 million, can go in for a wonderful cut price Calvin Phillips. I'd be more than happy.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Dan James, dude.
Isn't the
He
injury
was
prone-
sinking
injury
ship.
Yeah, one sinking ship to the other, basically.
Yeah.
Sid, bro, we're waiting on you. Leeds versus Villa.
I told no 2-0. Slippy G.
Okay.
And that is that. Anybody have any closing thoughts?
Should we
Just
touch
put in
upon
Chelsea.
FPL?
Just put in Chelsea Norwich. I feel like there should be Chelsea Norwich. It will be there for sure.
Is it
It's already been
Stamford
announced.
Bridge,
It's just
or-
that it's not reflecting. Yeah, it's at the bridge, I think.
Okay.
2-0 Chelsea.
I think
3-0 Chelsea.
3-0, yeah, when I was going 3-0.
2-0 Chelsea.
I'll do the formatting later.
Cool.
Wasteful.
Oh no, it's not at the
But
bridge. It's at uh, Carrow Road.
yeah, didn't Chelsea hammer them
But yeah,
7
you
0
can
the
just
last
change
time?
the scores. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
know
at the
that.
bridge. Yeah, this is at
That's
Carrow
what I
Road.
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. Any closing thoughts?
We have to speak about FPL and figure out our team.
Mm, I
Or do
would
we
wait.
not
I
want
would.
to?
I would wait because let Chelsea
Do you
assets
guys
come through.
want to talk about all the FAs refusing to play with Russia
I
and
mean,
FIFA
yeah,
being idiots?
FIFA like the qualifiers will still go through, and you know what? I'm props to the teams that refusing to play qualifiers with them as well. It's
Hmm.
not. I feel bad for the Russian people more than anybody else because it's very clearly one
Yeah.
person's uh, agenda and vendetta. And now, if you saw the ruble this morning, they are in for a pretty bad
No,
time. I think.
so FIFA's doing what IOC did, right? They're like,
Hmm,
don't compete under the Russian flag.
hmm.
Compete as independence. So that's what
Hmm.
FIFA said. Okay, Russia can compete, but there won't be any flag or anything. It'll just be some team you're playing against. But the English FA, the
No
Polish
flag,
FA,
no
everyone came
anthem.
out and yeah, no flag, no
Yeah,
anthem, right?
no.
What else is
That's what the
happening?
IOC does. Yeah, but they all said we're not interested, and they're like disgusted that FIFA is still making them go through with this whole thing.
Because
Like,
Infantino has relationships with Putin, and so he's.
yeah, of course,
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
And it might be weird, but Russia might qualify for the World Cup without actually playing a single game. Or if everyone
They get
refuses, they
automatic
might just go
points,
and
right?
win the World
Yeah,
Cup.
they get the
Yeah, they
points.
will.
Yeah, they get the
Yeah,
points.
they'll
Yeah.
get the points. Yeah.
Well, they got automatic points. Yeah. And
Once
that's
again, it's not the people who are the problem. I don't think the football team is the problem. It's just that it's really disheartening. It's like it's kind of fucked up that in this day and age. I mean, I'm not saying because let's be honest, there are conflicts everywhere.
Hmm.
So this Ukraine is just one in the line of many things that have been happening over the last 20 odd years. It's just that this has gotten more of a public spotlight, and definitely like it's for tearing families apart, and that's something that should never ever happen to anybody, no matter where they're on the planet.
yeah. Even the Canadian just now, even Canadian
Hmm.
and US FA have joined in and said they're
Yeah,
not going to
nobody.
play.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean,
They
they're
bombed a children's hospital. That was sick.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. It's really
uh,
sad. Yeah.
they're a fucked up world. And you think football is a great escape, and then that's causing even more stress. It's just like from a mental. It's like, I remember like last week I had a horrible week work-wise because the second half of the week it was very disillusioned and disheartened with what was happening.
Hmm.
It was very difficult to just move through the day, and it's like it's not the best time, guys. I hope like whoever's listening to this, if you feel overwhelmed and stressed, you're not alone. It's just a lot of people are going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another weird bit of news, but apparently Abramovich is trying to broker some deal between Russia and
Yeah,
Ukraine. He's trying
yeah,
to
because
in talks.
the oligarchs, no, the oligarchs are the ones that now stand the most to lose, right? Because
Yeah, correct.
yeah, the oligarchs
On
are all about to
slice.
go from billionaires to millionaires. So, and Roman officially gave up ownership. I mean, he gave up basically steward. He's now put it in the hands of the charitable trust because you can't
Yeah.
really vet a charitable organization now, can you? So, if they
No,
see
he's
so
trying to
that's
insulate the club, but they
Hmm.
can still impose sanctions. But the thing is, he's a Portuguese passport holder. He's not even Russian anymore, technically.
Oh,
But if you
oh,
have
interesting.
if
I
you
didn't
have
know that.
your roots, then
Yeah,
automatically you'll be fine.
he holds a
Yeah.
Russian. I mean, he holds a
Oh,
Portuguese
guys,
passport
just
now.
in, just in, just guys, just in.
Hmm.
Ukraine has just joined the EU.
Oh wow.
Wow.
This literally half an hour ago.
Oh, I've not got any update on that.
So do they play in the Euros then? I guess.
They've always played the Euros.
Yeah, I mean, they
They
always
did, right?
do.
They're also playing the Champions League. Like Donetsk is Shakhtar
Oh
Donetsk.
yeah,
Like
correct,
they were
correct,
just never a
correct,
part of
correct,
EU.
correct. Oh, correct, correct.
Okay, guys. I think that should be that. On that somber note, I didn't hope we'd end the episode like this, but that's just it. That's just it.
I mean, that has sparked off some memes. If you want to end on a lighter note,
Okay, what memes have we got?
uh, Abramovich sends Lukaku in. Lukaku misses his flight. Lukaku free kicks. Claim airspace superiority. Some shit.
Okay, guys.
Abramovich activates lone army. It seems like, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chelsea's 200 loan. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, I guess that's the end of the episode. We'll see you next week. Probably it might be in a different location, but we'll see. I'll try. See what.
Where do you head?
I'm traveling for a bit.
Are you going to
We'll see.
Manchester?
No, dude. I wish I was.
Are you going to London?
Might be. We don't know. So
Well,
we'll see. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.
cool. Cheers.
All right,
Shut up.
cheers.
Boy.
Cheers. Bye.